The International Criminal Court's chief prosecutor Karim Khan has warned that he's considering war crimes charges over Israel's conduct of the war and its blockade of supplies into Gaza.
I have to say that Israel has clear obligations in relation to its war with Hamas. Not just moral obligations, but legal obligations to comply with the laws of armed conflict.
The United Nations is also collecting evidence, saying Israel may be committing the crime of collective punishment with its siege.
We want the International Criminal Court to hold Netanyahu accountable for the war crimes and the crimes against humanity that Israel is committing.
First of all, nations are not charged with war crimes, individuals are. And those charges don't come after weeks, but in most cases after many years of investigation. The International Criminal Court would also have to prove Israeli officials willfully tried to kill civilians or cause suffering. Jeffrey Korn, former U.S. Army senior advisor on law of war issues, currently leads the Center for Military Law and Policy at Texas Tech University. He says war crimes are not committed simply because civilians die, but how and why they die.
We don't define a war crime in an attack by what occurs. We define a war crime in an attack by the decision to launch the attack. So it's a conduct-based equation, not a result-based equation. And so when we look at the images of destruction and civilian suffering in war, and we jump to the conclusion that that must be a war crime, that's like saying 1 + I don't know equals war crime.
The Israeli Defense Forces Code of Ethics sets a very high bar, stating, "Every human being is of value, regardless of his or her origin, religion, nationality, gender, status, or position. The IDF servicemen and women will act in a judicious and safe manner in all they do, out of recognition of the supreme value of human life." Andrew Tucker is an expert in international law in The Hague, Netherlands.
That doesn't mean Israel doesn't make mistakes. It doesn't mean Israel doesn't do wrong things. It simply means that in terms of process, in terms of decision-making, it's, I think, indisputable that Israel holds itself to the highest moral and legal standards.
Some of those who want Israelis charged for war crimes are very upset with Karim Khan for not having already issued arrest warrants, with the anti-Israel BDS movement branding Khan a genocide enabler. But some believe it's all but assured Israelis will be charged, with so many international agencies, including the United Nations, aligned against Israel.
Most Israeli military leaders know that no matter how hard they try to actually and comply with the law and do their best to deal with this difficult situation, they're going to be condemned.
Hurd, CBN News.